Hi everyone, so I'm going to show you how to use the LabQuest with the motion detector and our cart here to collect data of position and velocity for our cart as a function of time. So what we have is this motion detector. This motion detector, once we turn it on, we'll see that it starts clicking. It's clicking because it basically uses echolocation to measure the position of something down view of it. And it'll also measure velocity and things like that as well. So this is basically the digital output of it, so we get to read the data. There's going to be two tabs we're interested in here, so let me go a little closer. So there's these tabs up top. There's one that looks like a graph, which we'll see in a little bit, but what we're going to click on first is the one that looks like a dial or speedometer, because that's where we're going to collect data. The first thing we're going to do, I already did this earlier, but we're going to want to zero our position. So what that means is we're going to set this so that wherever the cart is right now at the beginning is we're going to say position of 0. So the way we do that is we click on the red here, and that opens a drop-down menu. You're going to click 0. We also want to make sure, which probably will be set for you, but we want to make sure that this is set in reverse. What that means is that anything that's moving towards the sensor is going to be a positive value and away from the sensor is negative. I think that'll just make our graphs easier to understand. So for your cart, right word is positive. All right, so to collect data, what we're going to do is hit the play button. You can hit the bottom left corner, or you can hit the play button up top here. And this LabQuest will record data for 10 seconds. When you push the lab cart, we're going to have it roll up the ramp and let it roll back down. When you push the cart, push it very gently. It does not have to go very far. It should not come anywhere close to the sensor. We're going to get bad data if it comes within 10 centimeters of the sensor. But more importantly, this sensor is very sensitive and easy to break. If something hits it too hard here, the screen will bend and it might damage the thin metal membrane, and then it's not going to be able to collect data measurements anymore. So we don't want to do that. So what we'll do, though, is I'm going to hit the play button to record, and I'm going to give the cart a little push, and we'll see what happens. All right. Okay, this is better with 2 people. But anyway. So as I hit play, all right, the clicking gets a little faster. All right, that didn't work. I'm going to record data again because I took too long. All right, should hopefully be okay. All right, good enough for our demonstration here. It'd be ideal for when you collect data to have the whole range of the object's motion, so this whole curve, if you will. So we have here plots now. So now it automatically went to the graph section for the LabQuest. We have graphs of position and velocity as a function of time. Because I'm just interested for when our object was moving, I'm going to highlight the graph. So I'm going to click and hold and drag. All right. And I selected the region I'm interested in looking at, and I'm going to go to graph. So I'm going to click graph, and I'm going to click zoom in. You need to have highlighted in order to zoom in. So zooming in just goes to the part that I'm interested in looking at. Here we'll see a couple things. So you can click around on the graph, and you'll see here on the right, it gives you value for position and velocity. But we'll be interested in a couple things. So first thing I want you to look at is at the peak of our position graph, right? Take a look, we'll see where our velocity graph, what value it has at that time, and see if that makes any sense. We're going to go to, let's go to analyze. And we're going to click on tangent, right? So tangent is going to give us the slope, and we see here that it added for us the slope for both the position and the velocity graph. And so you can click around, so it's going to give you the slope at any spot that you've clicked on, right? Whatever it's highlighted as. That'll tell you the slope value at that moment. So you want to think about, okay, well, what does the slope of either the position or velocity graph mean? Do they agree with each other? Does it make sense if slope is 0? What does the slope of velocity versus time tell us about our object? Is it reasonable? That kind of a thing.